Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Today we will see the Cauchy-Riemann equations in the polar form. As in the previous classes, we have already discussed the Cauchy-Riemann equations in the Cartesian coordinate system. Now we will see this Cauchy-Riemann equation in polar form. So why this Cauchy-Riemann equation is used? To check the function whether it is analytic or not, we use this Cauchy-Riemann conditions. So analytic means when the function is defined at some point and its derivative exists at that point, we can say that the function is analytic at that point. If the function is not exist, it means if at any point the function tends to infinity, then that point is known as the singular point. So to check whether the function is analytic or not, we use the Cauchy-Riemann condition. So let us consider this is the real x axis and this vertical axis is called the imaginary y axis. Suppose as in the polar coordinate system we have already discussed that suppose we consider this red line is the path, or we can say that this angle is the theta which is made by this mod z, or we can say that this is the radius of the circle. Okay. So for that, if I will draw the perpendicular to the real x axis, that is this green line and this green line onto the imaginary y axis, then by taking cosine theta we can calculate this cos theta will be equal to this is nothing but cos theta is b by h. So cos theta will be equal to b means this portion is my x. So we can write this is x divided by r, because r is the hypotenuse. Similarly we can write for the sin theta. Similarly sin theta equal to b by h, sin theta equal to p by h. So in this triangle we can see that this is my y component. So we can write this will be p by h means y by r. So we can write x equal to r cosine theta and y equal to r sin theta. Okay. Now if we will get the square of these two equations, then x square equal to r square cos square theta and y square will be r square sin square theta. Then adding these two equations after squaring, then this will becomes x square plus y square, that will be r square, or we can write r equal to the root over of x square plus y square. Similarly, if I will divide this sin theta divided by cos theta, that will be tan theta. Tan theta will be y by x, or theta equal to tan inverse y by x. Now we can write this complex number z equal to x plus iy. In place of x, if I will write r cos theta, and in place of I have to write r sin theta. So the complex function can be represented as r cosine theta plus ir sin theta, and if I will combine this cos theta plus I sin theta whole into r, then cos theta plus I sin theta, that will becomes exponential I theta. We have already discussed from the Euler's formula. Now this z equal to r exponential iota theta. Then we have to first take the derivative with respect to the x. It is the partial derivative. If I will take dou r by dou x, then this will be dou by dou x of r is x square plus y square root over. So this will be dou by dou x of x square plus y square root over, which is equal to 1 by 2 into this is x square plus y square power 1 by 2. That's why this power becomes 1 by 2 into 1 by x square plus y square root over. Again the derivative of x square is 2x. So we can write 2 to get cancelled, this will be x by x square plus y square root over. That will be equal to, again this x equal to r cosine theta. If I will put the value here, then this will be x equal to r cos theta divided by this x square plus y square root over is r. So r get cancelled, then this will becomes cosine theta. Now take the derivative with respect to y. So dou by dou y of r is x square plus y square root over. Okay. So this will be again x square plus y square power 1 by 2, that will be 1 by 2 into 1 by s square plus y square root over. Then the derivative with respect to y square will be 2y, because with respect to x term that will goes to 0, because while taking the partial derivative we will consider with respect to the derivative we are considering here with respect to y. So we have to only calculate for the derivative for the y component, and here the x component is constant, that is why the derivative of the constant is 0. So we have not considered for the x square term. So this 2 to get cancelled now, y divided by x square plus y square root over remain. The value of y is r sin theta, this value y equal to r sin theta divided by x square plus y square root over is r, then r get cancelled, the remaining term will be sin theta. Now we will see for the dou by dou x of theta. Theta is here tan inverse y by x. So putting this value dou by dou x of tan inverse y by x, so you know the tan inverse function is 1 by 1 plus x square. So this, if I will consider this as x, so this will be 1 by 1 plus this term square. So this will be 1 by 1 plus y square by x square into the derivative of y by x. So that will be, y is constant, so this constant term y, again the derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Now the term will be minus y divided by, this will be x square plus y square divided by x square. So this x square term get cancelled. So the remaining term will be x square plus y square. Here is minus y. So in place of minus y we have to put minus r sin theta, because in the polar coordinate we know y equal to r sin theta. So this x square plus y square equal to r square. So r, only r square term r remain. So this will be equal to minus sin theta divided by r. Now we will calculate for dou theta by dou y. So dou by dou y of theta is tan inverse y by x. So that will be again 1 by 1 plus y square by x square. This is the derivative of tan inverse y by x. Again the derivative of y by x is here. Here y, with respect to y we have to differentiate. So 1 by x is the constant. So now solving this, this will be x square plus y square divided by x square. So in this term x square plus y square divided by x square into this is 1 by x. So only x term get cancelled. So this will becomes x square plus y square here, and this x becomes here. So the total term will be x by x square plus y square. The value of x is r cosine theta. You can see here this x equal to r cosine theta. So substituting this value, this will becomes r cos theta divided by r square, because x is r cos theta. So r get cancelled, only r remains, so that will becomes cosine theta by r. Now you can see here we have considered this u component, that is which is the function of xy, it can be represented as u in terms of r theta. It means that we are representing this Cartesian coordinate system into the polar coordinate system. So in that case, since u is the function of xy and we are converting it into the r and theta component, so we can write this as dou u by dou x will be equal to dou u by dou r into dou r by dou x plus dou u by dou theta into dou theta by dou x. This is from the basic definition, we can write this. So simply putting this value dou r by dou x here, so here the first term is dou u by dou r into, in place of dou r by dou x, you can see here dou r by dou x is cosine theta. So here I am putting this cosine theta here. So dou u by dou r into cos theta plus the second term is dou u by dou theta into dou theta by dou x. So dou theta by dou x is minus sin theta by r. So we have to put this here minus sin theta by r. So this is our first equation. Now similarly for dou u by dou y, we can write dou u by dou r into dou r by dou y plus dou u by dou theta into dou theta by dou y. So for the first term dou u by dou r, this is dou u by dou r into, in place of dou r by dou y we have to put sin theta. So this will be dou u by dou r into sin theta plus the second term is dou u by dou theta into dou theta by dou y. So here you can see that dou theta by dou y is cosine theta by r. So simply we have to substitute this value here. Similarly we have to calculate for dou v by dou x. So this dou v by dou x also can be written as dou v by dou r into dou r by dou x plus dou v by dou theta into dou theta by dou x. This is because here also this v of xy, this is also the function of v of r theta, that is we are converting this Cartesian coordinate system, that is v of xy, into the polar coordinate system, that is v of r theta. So here we have calculated for the dou v by dou x. Now we have to calculate for dou v by dou y, which is equal to dou v by dou r into dou r by dou y plus dou v by dou theta into dou theta by dou y. So, this will be equal to here this dou v by dou r into dou r by dou y is here sin theta. So, we have to put this value sin theta plus dou v by dou theta here into dou theta by dou y is the cosine theta by r. So, simply you have to put the value here. From the Cauchy-Riemann equation we know these are the two conditions, dou u by dou x equal to dou v by dou y and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. So, here if we will compare this from equation 1, 2, 3 and 4, here this dou u by dou x is this much, dou u by dou r cosine theta minus dou u by dou theta into sin theta by r, which is equal to dou v by dou y, that is equal to dou v by dou r into sin theta plus dou v by dou theta into cosine theta by r. And similarly for dou u by dou y, I have to put this dou u by dou r into sin theta plus dou u by dou theta into cosine theta by r, which is equal to minus dou v by dou x. This minus dou v by dou x is equal to, you can see that this minus dou v by dou x is dou v by dou r cosine theta. Here we have to put the minus sign because this is minus dou v by dou x. So, minus dou v by dou r into cosine theta, this minus minus becomes plus dou v by dou theta into sin theta by r. So, we will get the two equation, that is equation 5 and 6. Now, multiplying cosine theta in this equation 5 and the sin theta in the equation 6. If we will multiply this equation 5 with the cosine theta, this will become cos square theta. Here this is sin theta into cosine theta. Here I have to write only sin theta into cosine theta. Here cos square theta. And in the equation 6 we have to multiply sin theta. So, this becomes sin square theta. Here sin theta into cos theta by r. Here also sin theta cosine theta. And also here sin square theta. And now simply adding these two equation, you will see here taking this dou u by dou r common, you will get cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So, the first term is dou u by dou r. Here this will be, the second term is minus dou u by dou theta sin theta cosine theta by r in equation 5, and this is in equation 6 dou u by dou theta sin theta cosine theta by r. This is the positive term. So, this positive negative term get cancelled. In the right hand side you can see that this is minus dou v by dou r sin theta cosine theta in equation 5, and in equation 6 this is the negative of dou v by dou r sin theta cosine theta. So, this term also get cancelled, and the remaining term, that is taking dou v by dou theta common. So, this will becomes, and 1 by r taking common, this will be cos square theta plus sin square theta, that will be 1. So, this will be 1 by r into dou v by dou theta. This is our first relation. Okay. Now, similarly if we will multiply minus sin theta in the equation 5, this term will be minus sin theta. Here also minus minus becomes plus sin square theta, here minus sin square theta minus sin theta cos theta by r, and in the equation 6 you have to multiply the cos theta. So, this will be cos theta into sin theta, here cos square theta, and in this term this is cosine theta. Clear? So, now let us see by taking the first term is dou u by dou r minus sin theta cosine theta in equation 5, and in equation 6 this is dou u by dou r cos theta into sin theta. So, this term get cancelled, the first term, and similarly the second term, it contains dou u by dou theta into 1 by r taking common. In the equation 5 as well as in equation 6 we will get sin square plus cos square theta is 1. So, here you can see this is 1 by r into dou u by dou theta. So, in the right hand side now you will compare minus dou v by dou r taking common, this will be sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is 1. So, here minus dou v by dou r remain, and the last term this is minus dou v by dou theta sin theta cosine theta by r, and here plus dou v by dou theta sin theta cosine theta by r. This two term get cancelled because this is one positive term and one negative term. These are the two conditions which are known as the Cauchy-Riemann conditions in the polar form, that is dou u by dou r equal to 1 by r dou v by dou theta and 1 by r dou u by dou theta equal to minus dou v by dou r. Okay. So, this is the very simplest form, that is simply if I will summarize this whole part, so you can see that we have first considered this Cartesian representation in terms of the polar representation. Then we have to take the first derivative with respect to x of r as well as your theta. So first take the derivative with respect to x and then with respect to y. So this is for both r coordinate and the theta coordinate. Since we are converting the Cartesian to the polar coordinate, so we have to take dou u by dou x in the polar representation, and similarly for dou u by dou y, and similarly for, since also here we are transforming this Cartesian to the polar, that is v of xy to v of r theta. So we have to take the dou v by dou x as well as dou v by dou y in terms of the polar coordinate, and finally multiplying this cosine theta in equation 5 and in equation 6, and after adding we will get the first equation, and similarly by multiplying minus sin theta in the equation 5 and cosine theta in the equation 6 we will get another equation. So these are the basically step which you have to remember. This is the Cauchy-Riemann equation in the polar form. This is all for today. Thank you.